there's just some, I was looking at something about 20 seconds ago, and there's just some really sick things that have happened. And it deals with me being intentionally lied to. Intentionally. No doubt in my mind. So basically there's different motives to stuff. To different crimes. And not only that, there's a, just, and see, that's where it also deals with the SESQUIV or the SETI-K accounts and stuff. And that's the reason why the Department of Education is involved in it. The bankers are involved with it. The medical doctors are involved with it. And there's just a bunch of them that have been involved in things and have been taking unfair advantage of people like myself. And most definitely tied into banking. Trained and educated in banking. Whether it's insurance, real estate, and what it is the public servants who are lawyers know about the SETI-Ks. The ones in the banks know about the SETI-Ks. The ones who are real estate agents know about the SETI-Ks. And so do stockbrokers. And basically been trained and educated and stuff. And then what has happened is that they've intentionally kept books from people like myself in classes and intentionally frustrated me. No doubt in my mind. Dealing with, like, how do I fill out a UCC form and just sitting there and acting stupid and basically lying, whether it be lies of omissions or whatever, but basically, and it's kind of like, an analogy would be kind of like taking a baseball bat and knocking me in the knees, just acting stupid about it. Reminds me about what one of them ended up doing when I was in school. Literally took a field hockey stick and whacked my legs, and I ended up talking to the teacher. The teacher wouldn't stop the violence. Just acted stupid, and I just got so sick of it. I mean, basically, I had to take field hockey, and I had to be with people that I didn't want to be with, and then so, I mean, I got sick of it. So, I mean, I was the one that had bloodied legs that were black and blue. Well, schools have no bullying policy. That's just it. So, it didn't matter who I ended up talking to at the school that basically, that just sat there and acted stupid about how I was being physically as well as emotionally abused. And so, I was like, next time that damn bitch hits me in my shins, and I'm going to take this field hockey stick, and basically, so then that's when I went ahead and whacked her shins to basically be like, don't touch me again. It's a shame that it took that after I had tried to peacefully go to the teacher, peacefully go to the one's called schoolmasters or whatever else, some sort of school administrator, and nobody did anything for me. They just acted stupid. And then somebody else sat there and turned their head and literally spit on me. And the student sat there and just acted dumb about somebody doing whatever. So I ended up talking to the teacher. The teacher didn't do anything about it. In fact, the teacher was one of the ones who ended up starting that particular school. But I was just like, and that's kind of like that's an example of something called minimizing, and that's typical of what a narcissist would do in order. But basically, we investigated ourselves and we found no wrongdoing. That kind of mentality. And come to find out, who had started that school was also tied into insurance. And not only that, who had whacked me in the legs was also tied into insurance. I mean, it's just it's very, very sick how somebody thinks that because they have a certain training or education that they can just go around and harm people like myself. And not only that, for somebody to be involved in writing insurance policies and not giving people like myself full disclosure as far as things go, and then after the fact, oh, by the way, and it's just like that dog don't hunt. And that's something that is done a lot of times, is being told something after the fact, and it's just like, well, I should have been told that up front, not after the fact. And that's the reason why I think that what they do is it's tied to the Bible with confess sins one upon another. That basically it's like the Bible verse, John 10:8. All who come before me are robbers and thieves. I think that the public servants in public office with keys to government buildings, that is them. Oh, well, we confess that we're robbers and thieves. You saw us going into different doors than you had access to, and it's just like somebody intentionally excluding me from something that I should have been told about, and then minimizing the isolation by going, oh, we didn't think that you could come, or that you would want to come to such and such. I mean, that's an example of intentionally excluding me from something. Another example is just acting stupid. Oh, I forgot the last time that you were here, blah, 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 blah. And then basically making it so I'm inconvenienced, and that I am the one who has to go through all sorts of kinds of expenses to go pick up something. It's like that is an example of acting dumb when not dumb. I call it selective dementia. Oh, let me just choose to act dumb. Let me just select when to act deaf. Let me just select when to act blind. It's just very sad, but because every time when I look at the ones involved, they have keys to government buildings that I don't have. And they're basically in positions of power to prosecute rapists, to process rape kits, and do a bunch of other things. And that's the reason why I'm like, the stuff with I mean even with Hitler, why was Hitler safely relocated to wherever he was safely relocated to? Why does that come out after the fact? That to me was another example of confessed sins one upon another. There's a bunch of different examples as far as stuff goes. Well, one of them was talking about snorting cocaine and also perverted sex acts on somebody. I think that was just another example of confessed sins one upon another. I'm like, that's gross, man. I don't, ugh. Even when looking at a street sign, like the word avenue, they have it abbreviated to AVE. So when I see something like that, it's shortened, or acronyms and stuff like that, where different words have been shortened, then basically that indicates to me have to be in control all the time. That's what that indicates to me. In fact, whenever I look at a stop sign, I think about it being 8-sided, and I think that's basically confessing stop on octagon, and that's where a guy has has done different videos, and basically ties ties things to Switzerland. He has tied the coronavirus to Switzerland. He has tied he's tied a bunch of stuff to Switzerland. But and the thing is that Switzerland pretends to be neutral on stuff. And that to me would be like the center of a bird, that being Switzerland, and then having a wing over here, and then a wing over here, and then basically this wing could be flapping and that wing could be flapping, but then yet Switzerland would remain neutral. Not only that, if you were to take the X, the Swiss cross, and then turn it to its side, that would be kind of like the old saying, X marks the spot.